My name is Rhonda Goodrich, and my husband Miles Goodrich and I own and operate Molly Brook Farm here in Cabot, Vermont. Molly Brook has been in my husband's family, Miles, for almost 200 years. The farm has, gone through many changes. Really, for us, going organic is kind of like going back in time. Well, definitely having honeybees on the farm is good for so many reasons. I mean, we need more pollinators. But for me, I think one of the parts that makes the farm so special is the Jersey cows that we have here. I mean, they're lovely. I mean, each one of them has its own name and personality. Sometimes, well, we name them when they're calves, and sometimes the name fits really well, and sometimes not so well. We had a cow that we once named Fun, who was not really much fun. Pasture day is when the cows first go out. They're always excited. They know, and we have Jerseys, of course, and they're so smart. And they know when they start hearing those fences click together, and when they see, we keep a plastic covering on the opening in the winter to keep the wind down. And when they see that coming down, they start to get a little anxious and a little excited. And we open up the laneway and let them go out. The first day they go out, they're running and kicking, and just, it's like a party for them. I did work in an office. I worked in a legal department. I was a senior paralegal in that role, and I worked long hours, but I was inside with fluorescent lights and never fresh air. And even though I loved that job and I loved the challenges of that job, when I decided to, work on the farm with my husband, it was because we bought his parents' partnership out. I think it was the best decision for us. One of the more special things about the farm for us is that we work together, we share a life together. It takes both of us. We both bring different skill sets to make our farm successful. I think that, thinking about our carbon footprint is certainly important. I like that we have 2 acres per cow on our farm, so that we're really thinking about water quality as well as our carbon footprint and not putting too much phosphorus in the soil. I think that having healthy, beautiful Jerseys that have so much personality and they're so fun to work with, I think that is a great part. I think for us, organic just makes sense because we really, really want to leave the land in better shape for our grandchildren. The cows that are on the farm now, Miles' grandfather, Wendell Goodrich, had a cattle dealer come to the farm way back and said, "I'd like to buy your cows." And he thought, well, okay. And he put a really high price on them, and the cattle dealer bought them. We've always had Jerseys on the farm, but Miles' grandfather bought registered Jerseys around 1917. And the cows on this farm now are all descendants of those original cows that came to the farm in 1917. Flower Child is a really cool cow. She always likes to be in the milking parlor first. She always wants to be the first one to milk. She thinks that she's the queen of the herd, and not all the cows agree with her on that, but she certainly thinks she is. She's really special. Her mother, Flower, was a really well-known cow, worldwide known. There are genetics or offspring of Flower all over the world and all across the United States. She's beloved, certainly by, especially my husband's father passed away, but my husband Miles' mother, Sally Goodrich, who's really well known in the Jersey world, she's beloved because Flower was so special to her. And that Flower Child is here just means so much to her. Shade is a first calf heifer, which means this is her first lactation, and she's had only one baby at this point. Shade has the cutest little hairdo that everybody comments on. Her hair just sticks right up on top of her head. And she's a young cow, but she's kind of like cool. Do you know what I mean? She's She's not a troublemaker. She comes right in and does what she's supposed to, but she comes in with a little like attitude, like, okay, here I am, I'm gonna milk. Okay, see you later. Their personalities, I think. I think that each cow, it's, in a way, I have 2 daughters. Each one is different. Each one is individual. And what I like about the cows is that each one of them really is individual. And we look at them individually. Like, they have different needs. They're smart. Like, Jerseys are such a smart cow. Sometimes they're too smart. They're too smart for their own good. They're really fun to work with, and they work hard. These cows work really hard for us, and it's just really important that we take good care of them too. It really is.